Tensions are rising fast. On July 28th, President Trump surprised many by cutting Russia's peace deadline from 50 days to just 10. He said he's done waiting for Putin. At the same time, Russian voices linked to the Kremlin warned that cities in Ukraine could face nuclear destruction if U.S. arms keep flowing. Is this just talk, or is it the start of something much more dangerous? Earlier this month, Trump gave Russia 50 days to show real interest in peace talks. If not, he warned of tough new sanctions, including heavy tariffs on countries still trading with Moscow. But now that timeline has changed. On July 28th, during a visit to the UK, Trump cut the deadline to just 10 to 12 days. He said Russia has until August 7th or 9th to act. Otherwise, the U.S. may respond with strong economic pressure. Trump's decision came after more deadly missile strikes in Ukraine. Dozens of civilians were killed in recent attacks. Trump said these events showed that Putin isn't serious about peace and that the time for waiting is over. Now, the question is simple. Is this a turning point or just another warning? Right after Trump's announcement, Russian voices close to the Kremlin reacted strongly. One of them, TV war correspondent Alexander Sladkov, warned that cities like Kyiv and Lviv could become nuclear ruins if the U.S. keeps helping Ukraine. Others, like Dmitry Medvedev and TV host Vladimir Solovyov, also spoke of possible nuclear action. They claim Trump's plan pushes Russia into a corner and may lead to extreme responses. These threats were not official Kremlin statements, but they follow a clear pattern. Since 2022, Russian public figures have often used nuclear warnings to test the West's reaction, without direct involvement from Putin. Still, many experts say these words matter. Russia's nuclear rules have changed. Today, they allow limited nuclear use if the government feels its survival is at risk. And with recent military drills involving nuclear weapons, some fear these are more than just words. Trump's new deadline, combined with nuclear talk from Russia, shows how quickly this conflict could get worse. If Trump applies sanctions or tariffs, it could hurt Russia, but also shake global markets. Countries that trade with Russia, like India and Brazil, may be caught in the middle. And if Trump does nothing after the deadline, U.S. credibility could suffer. On the Russian side, constant nuclear threats can slowly break what experts call the nuclear taboo. The more often these threats are made, the more normal they seem, and that's dangerous. Earlier this year, Russia held nuclear drills involving tactical weapons. These exercises show that Moscow is not only talking, but also preparing for the possibility of using nuclear arms if it sees an existential threat. Even if Putin is bluffing, the risk feels more real than before. And if he ever believes Russia has nothing left to lose, the world could face a new kind of crisis. The clock is ticking. Trump has given Russia less than 2 weeks, and the Kremlin is answering with nuclear threats. With both sides raising the stakes, the next few days could shape the future of this war and global security. And while the U.S. increases pressure on Russia, it's also preparing for the next frontier of warfare: drones. In our next video, see how America plans to become the world's top drone power. If you found this report helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what comes next.